Exactly, right? And this is what wound me up with it. I have not flip-flopped. When I went to a protest after we finished second to Leicester, and I was marching with a big banner holding it over the armory outside the Emirates, get Wenger out. When I was there with the Time for Change banners against Norwich, yeah, because it weren't acceptable. We're not competing. My standards have been, we smashed that stadium down. You told us we're going to move to the Emirates to compete with Europe's elite. Now, fast forward 16 years after moving there, we are now sat top of the table, been the best team to watch, best team in the league, the best manager in the league, the best players in the league on current form in the last 19. Well done. They've actually finally started doing what they smashed the stadium down for.
I don't disagree with your standards, but you having those high standards for your club and saying Arteta will never win us a league title, and now you saying he is going to win us a league title, that's what people are focusing on.
No, I said I think.
Your opinion on the manager.
I think we'll win the league is what I said, Terry. I didn't say he's going to win the league. I said I think we. And I never said him. I said Arsenal. I think Arsenal will win the league. I didn't say I think Mikel Arteta will win the league. It ain't Mikel Arteta FC. It's Arsenal FC.
But Arteta is the man that's leading you, right? Arteta is the guy that's leading you.
Terry, managers and players come and go. To get emotionally attached to all of these people makes no sense.
That has nothing to do with it, though, Lee. Your point was, hang on, though, but that's not true also, because you were angry at Arteta for not being good enough. But well, if you're not emotionally attached, and your anger should never have been at Arteta, it should have always been at the way the club was being run.
Hold on. My anger was aimed at Vinay.
Arteta. So if Arteta has nothing much to do with you winning and it's the club, then why were you so harsh on him when you weren't winning? That doesn't make sense, bruv.
Well, it does make sense, Terry. Number one, he shouldn't have got the job, and I called that out straight away. 3 weeks before he got the job, I said, I'm Arteta out. Yeah, that video, everyone cried, you're so toxic.
But you're wrong now in your own admission because you believe you're going to win the league. So of course,
3.5 years later, I'm wrong. Whoopee.
But, bruv, what did you expect when your club was on its?
What did I expect? Do you know what I expected, Terry? Do you know what I expected? Your club.
Who was going to win it quicker? Who was going to win it quicker for you from where you were when he took over? Who was going to do that?
Ancelotti could have come in. Twice Ancelotti could have come in, by the way.
And you think
he could have been Wenger when he could have got the job, and when this manager was employed, he could have got the job. So that's two times we could have employed Ancelotti. Are you telling me? Are you seriously sitting there telling me that Ancelotti would not have done a better job in them first 3 years? Are you for real?
He may have done, but Arteta has created a team that you now believe are going to win the league. That after 19 games, none of Claudio, not Claudio. Sorry, what's his name? You just said Ancelotti. None of Ancelotti's Premier League teams after 19 games had 50 points. Arteta's doing something unprecedented. No one's done ever.
Well, he's not doing that unprecedented because 4 teams have had more points, Terry. So it's not unprecedented.
No. I'll tell you why it's unprecedented. No other manager that's had that many points after 19 games or slightly more than that has built a squad from a disastrous position that Arsenal were in as their first job in management. No one's done that.
No, I understand that. I totally get that, Terry. At the same time, he shouldn't have got the job at that time when there was other managers around. Yeah, and that club is now reaping the benefits of not sacking him 50 times when he could have been sacked. We were 15th for 5 games in a row. Thomas Tuchel was sat unemployed. Ancelotti was at Napoli. Then he went to Everton. There was managers we could have got in that went bang, Champions League. Are you telling me that I should sit here and I'm a flip-flop, right, for accepting 8th and 5th? No, Terry.
I don't. Mate, I don't.
All the people that accepted them
makes you a flip-flop. I don't think that your standards make you a flip-flop. I've never said that. For me, what I will say is this: maybe it's just the way I am as a person. When an opinion of mine is wrong, and now I want to celebrate what I thought weren't going to happen. So, for instance. I'll find an example of one.
I'll give you the best example. You didn't think Man United had beat Arsenal at the weekend, but if they did beat them, you'd celebrate it.
I did say...
same thing, Terry. Same thing.
Hang on. What I said about Man United weekend, I said I don't think we'll win, but we have the ability to. My point is, if I have an opinion that I'm wrong about it, I will first go, I got that wrong. I just think, for me, not your standards...
Well, we ain't won the league yet, so let's calm down here.
But you believe in your manager, and you said you never would. So you're already now saying he's good enough. And
3.5 years later, if you get with a girl, and that girl, you think, I'm not too sure about it. I'm not sure it's going to be long term. Yeah, maybe just see how it goes, call her up every now and again, one of them ones. But then after 3.5 years, you're madly in love with the woman, Terry. What are you going to sit there?
Well, you were
Oh,
wrong.
my God.
But you were wrong. If
Yeah,
you sat there, if you met a lady
Terry,
today,
it took 3.5 years.
no,
How is that
you
flip flopping?
if you met a lady today, and
How is that flip flopping? That's what I want to ask you. How is it a flip flop?
I'm going to answer that. I'm answering it. So if you meet a lady today, like, oh, bruv, I met this girl, really like her, lovely lady. I just don't know if she's like long-term wife material. And then in 3.5 years, you've been together 3.5 years. Then she gets married, and you're like, oh, bruv, can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. She's the greatest person ever. That means your original opinion about her not being long-term wife material is wrong.
Based on new evidence over 3.5 years. How am I a flip flop? How? I don't get it.
You're a flip flop if you don't admit you were wrong on that particular opinion.
Terry. He hasn't won the league yet, mate. So let's slow down here.
One opinion without anyone trying to. No one's going to notice. I'm going to try.
Terry, I couldn't care less whether
he's going to be on the parade. You're going to meet.
I have said a million and one times.
Love you, Mickey.
I have said a million and one times. Do what they smashed a stadium down for. This season, they smashed that stadium down. This season, by the way, 16 years we've been in that stadium. We've competed for a title how many times? They smashed that stadium down to compete with the best. There's no way you are sitting there getting away with calling me a flip-flop when I wasn't sitting there making excuses for 5th place, 8th place, 8th place, 6th place, 5th place under Wenger and this manager. Let's not rewrite history here. This club has been an absolute shambles since we moved to that stadium.
Mikel Arteta has rewritten your history now, my friend. Lee,
I hope we win it. I want us to win it. I've said I think we will win it. And you know what? I genuinely don't give 2 Fs if anyone wants an apology because they ain't getting one. Yeah? They ain't getting one. I am not apologizing for me saying when we played Everton. I just want to say this very quickly. Yeah, somebody in the chat firstly said earlier, "Oh, but why didn't you think he'd be good? He was Pep's assistant." Well, on that basis, then should we have given it to Steve Bold because he sat next to Wenger for 7 years? No, we wouldn't, would we? Right now, when we played Everton. And Damari Gray scored in stoppage time. All these little clever dicks in your chat that are sitting there chatting absolute rubbish. We're going, that's the straw that broke the camel's back, that defeat. That's it. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Get him gone. All the fan cams from all these super fans, get him out. Had enough. Gone. 2 games later, we win both of them. Oh, he's turned it around. That is a flip-flop, my friend. Not somebody after 3.5 years that has called all of this crap out. 8th and 5th. You've rattled me, I swear. 8th and 5th. Yeah, 8th and 5th. And sitting there making every excuse in the book for this manager. Now, we're sitting there. We're top of the table. We're doing what we're supposed to have been doing 16 years ago that I've been crying for 16 years, crying about Wenger, get him out. Yeah. Now we're sat top of the table acting like a big football club. And I'm the one that's supposed to apologize. These idiots, by the way, that are telling me this were the same ones that were saying, don't get rid of Wenger. Look at what he done for the club. And I told you then he would take us back 5 years. I'm on a fan cam with Robbie saying, I'm glad he's gone. He's set this club back 5 years. Yeah. Thank you very much. I have never dropped my standards. Compete for a title. I'm one of the very few that has always held the club accountable. While all these idiots are doing the PR for the club, I've always said, Terry, this club is a disgrace. It should be going for a title every single season. And people are going, but you can't just do it in one season. Hold on a minute. Your fans were talking about title race a couple of games ago. And let's be real, if you had beaten us and Palace, you were in a title race. So if you can do it in 6 months,
can I ask another question?
Done, can't it?
So no apology, but can you admit you were wrong about Mikel Arteta? Will you admit you're wrong?
Yeah. I'd admit that it took 3.5 years for him to actually start doing his job properly. How about that?
So you were wrong. So he's got there in the end. He got there.
Well, no, Terry. It took him 3.5 years to do his job properly. 3.5 years to do his job properly. Well, I don't see what the issue is here. We finished 8th and 5th. We were 4 points clear of 5th with 3 to go. And people are trying to get me to apologize. How about you all apologize to me for keeping the standards up while you're all making excuses? How about that? Yeah? Because I kept the standards to what they should be for this. Terry, there's 5 players behind me. Layman's in there as well. There is 5 players behind me. That's the standards of this football club. Go and compete, be the best. Yeah, we smashed the stadium down where they were the best. And now people are trying to tell me that I need to apologize to him because that's the standards that I've held this club to. Yeah, how about glad you're all on the same page now. Finally, you've all caught up.
I like
Mikel Arteta's finally doing what I want him to do. Well done. Brilliant. Anyway, I'm 11 minutes late for my show.
We're gonna go through the super chats. Nobody asked for an apology, just to accept that you were wrong. Here is the problem, Lee. I'm looking for footballing opinions, and your footballing opinions have been proven wrong on both players and managers, which means we can't trust. And it doesn't mean you can't trust any of his future opinions. Let me just say that now. Like, I'm having a bit of a joke here with Lee. Like, we all get opinions wrong. We all get opinions wrong. I just asked you a simple question. I didn't know it was going to go.
You called me a flip-flop. That's what wound me up. You called me a flip-flop on your video. It says in the title, Lee Gunner is a massive flip-flop. You know what you did, right?
What did I write? Let me see what I wrote. I can't remember now.
Lee Gunner is a massive flip-flop, something like that. But you definitely put Lee Gunner flip-flop, 100%, unless you've changed the title.
I don't think I changed the title. It says Goldbridge Plain. No, it said Lee Gunner flip-flops hard.
There you go.
Joker. We're gonna win the league. I love you, Mickey. That's a
yeah, I know. I watched that video. I nearly pushed my phone up. I was nearly through the phone.
I love you, Mickey.
I was sitting there. I was like, how am I a flip-flop? I'm thinking, nah, man. How am I a flip-flop? People are saying I'm a flip-flop. How? I'm not a flip-flop. I weren't the one sitting making excuses for 2 8th place finishes and a 5th. I was saying, no, this club's a shambles. We're supposed to win titles, compete for them. Compete for a title. All these people that are calling me a flip-flop are the flip-flops because they were the ones that have lowered the standards of this football club since Wenger's last decade. That were telling me, oh, you're a disgrace. You're a toxic. You're scum for wanting Wenger out. Look at what he done for the club. Look at what he done for the club. Look at what he done for the club. He has brainwashed a whole generation of idiot into thinking fourth is a trophy. That's what he's done for the club. Yeah, so now, even if we don't win the league and we fall away and finish fourth, oh, well, we weren't supposed to win the league anyway. We're ahead of schedule. And that is why my standards are not like that, Terry, because my standards, I know what this club's about. Half of these idiots jumped on because we started winning titles under Wenger. Yeah? Most of these people started supporting this football club because we went invincible. And then they've got the audacity to tell me, yeah, that I'm a flip-flop. Mate, you're the flip-flop because you supported this football club because we were successful. Yeah? And now, fast forward all these years later, you're quite happy with mediocrity. And now we're starting to come back. You want me to apologize. Bro, I've been here the whole time, dragging the standards up while you lot are all on the gutter, telling me I'm negative for wanting to be the best. Unbelievable. Get in the bin.
The super chat here says, why is it so difficult for you to say that, you had a chance to hear about Arteta Lee? How long has it taken him to not part? Sorry, how long it's taken him to not part of the question? We've kind of gone through that, but thank you very much, my friend, for the super chat. Terry saying to Lee, I must break you, Drago style. In fairness, I had to apologize to Lee on one of these shows in April when I said I think Arsenal were going to make the top 4 because it turned a corner. So fair is fair. Is Lee arguing Arteta should have been sacked when he's got us to the top and playing the best football? Yes, I suppose. Holding Lee.
No. Wait. Stop. He should have been sacked. Let's not dress this up. He should have been sacked. Any top elite football club on the planet would have sacked him.
Yeah, but you say, but this is the thing, that is the rewriting of history, Lee. Because I understand your point, but some people should have said Fergie should have been sacked at United. But he then went on to become the most successful manager in the history of football at club level.
Yeah,
and
I get that.
And the point is, I get your point. Arteta could have been sacked. But if you had have sacked him, there's no guarantees you'd be where you are now.
I don't know if you can hear that music in the background, by the way. That's my stream starting, 5-minute countdown. So I don't know if you can hear that. It won't do you for copyright, Tel. Don't worry. I won't.
No worries. Cool. Holding Lee to opinions from the past when we were doing bad is wrong. Times change, and so do opinions. He's
based on new evidence. Exactly. Thank you very much.
And he's working on it. There's some people backing Lee as well. Just let it go. You got Arteta wrong. It's okay. The problem is you make videos like I've predicted everything for years. Then clearly your predictions are wrong and cannot admit.
Oh, I got one wrong, mate. Everything I've said about this football club until this season has been absolutely nail on the head for a decade, mate.
Lee, the issue isn't that you are wrong; it's that you're unwilling to, and you're unwilling and acceptance to admit.
You lot are all banging on. No, sorry, I'm stop right here. Yeah, you lot are all going on like he's won the trophy. Like this lot are going on like we've won the league.
But you believe he's going to.
I think the club will win the title this season. I think we will win the league, which means Arteta will win the league. Yeah, I think that. Like, I think that at the weekend, Friday, we've got Manchester City. I think we have a chance. But if we get spanked, nobody's going to come and go, oh, you got it wrong. You said you were going to beat Man City. These people are fucking idiots, man.